All right, I think we're getting ready to start. I'm gonna go outside. Have a good show. Yeah. Hello. Welcome to our live Traveling Tuesday from my neighbor's house on Ring, exclusively live on Ring doorbell cameras and security cameras. Will you digitally engage with me for the next 52 minutes and content today? Please, no pressure. It's the next 52 minutes. I'll be live in the neighborhood on Ring TV. It's late night Ring TV. Late night Ring TV would be an entirely different platform. Late night Ring TV, I'd be wearing less clothes and I wouldn't be so jovial. I'd be walking around a little bit more secretive, a little more sleuth. Late night Ring TV would be kind of like a detective show, starring a British actor or something like that. Late night Ring TV, I haven't really worked out this joke for the monologue, but this is the monologue. It's like a late night show. It's at 6 p.m. Eastern. Today is Tuesday, March 17th. We're all quarantined. We're taking all very extra precautionary practices to be away from other humans. And I've been doing a great job of being on lockdown. And we thought, why not bring out the cameras in the studio? And I said, no, let's use cameras that already existed. We can use my neighbor's house. They already have Ring security footage set up. They love their Ring. The show is brought to you today by Ring. I love Ring, the platform Ring. So if you would please engage with me in the next 50 minutes, it would be an honor. Thank you. We're going to be broadcasting live from 3 Ring cameras. This is the first one right here. You get real close. It's got a great lens, and I'm going to show you the other one. You might have saw me walk up on the doorstep. This is a mobile Ring camera. Again, we're doing this all live. We don't have the technology right now, I think, to get a camera and grab footage of me running around the street, traveling around in Atlanta like I normally do. This one's mobile. I can carry it and take it with me. This one is our final Ring camera. So you can see me all the way down here in the driveway, getting the mail. See me in the front yard. It has a gorgeous, beautiful front yard. Thank you so much to my neighbor who's allowing me to broadcast live from the Ring cameras. Thank you so much to Ring, the company, for making these excellent cameras and excellent home security footage. It's a great company. And most importantly, thank you for watching. And I hope you're enjoying yourself. I know it's real tough. Times are real tough right now. And it's something, a challenge that we are all being faced with. And that's the beauty of it, that we can all go through it together. You're always in my heart, and I'm always here for you. Before we begin, I'm gonna go check the mail. make sure no one, the ring cameras are really great for people not taking your packages. You never know who might take a package off your doorstep, so you want to have Ring cameras to check for porch pirates. Here's the first package we got of the day. I can't wait to unbox it. Let's take it up to the front and see what's inside. I'm so glad you tuned in. We have a lot of special guests today. Let me say late night Ring TV would be probably a little bit more of me walking around with no clothes on, looking at the cameras, kind of like a scared cat. That's late night Ring TV. Hey, get away from my front porch. Don't take my package. That's late night Ring TV. This is, dinner Ring TV. You might be setting up for dinner. So here's the package. We're gonna unbox it. What do you think is in there? We're gonna take a look. All right, so here's the box. It wasn't really taped that well. We're gonna go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. Oh wow, look at this. First and foremost, one of the best vegetables and items of food you could have in your pantry right now. A sweet potato. It lasts for a very long time. It does not perish. You can cook them. You can microwave, make a baked potato. You could cut it up into cubes. You could do all sorts of things with that. So thank you so much for sending that. That's a great item in the package. You could also just crush it, mash it, make mashed sweet potato. Great for recipes. I had a sweet potato shepherd's pie once. It was delicious. So this is a great new item to have. And I look forward to eating it maybe tonight. Maybe you're cooking it tonight. I've been spending a lot of time indoors, and I hope you are as well. So thank you so much for staying inside and watching Ring TV. It's one of our favorite new shows we're going to be doing here, maybe every Traveling Tuesday, as long as my neighbor allows it. Okay, I'm going to set this down and get the next item out. Look at this. This is Walden and Civil Disobedience by Henry David Thoreau. This is actually very perfect for the time because Walden is all about Henry David Thoreau isolating himself, not during the time of a virus or an outbreak, but just isolating himself for his own peace of mind. And he did this in the 1800s and wrote a book about it, Walden. Maybe we might read a little bit of that later in the show. Thank you for sending that. Last but not least, this is a Kumamon Mini 4-wheel drive supporting Kumamoto. This is from the Philippines. This is actually a little race car. You can unbox this and take a peek at what's inside. Look at that, put that together. That's fun. This is for fun. So we have 3 things in the mail we got today. We got Walden and Civil Disobedience for reading, education, literacy, a sweet potato for health, sustenance, nutrients, and this little toy for entertainment. And I think between all of these items, I'm good to go for the next at least month. So thank you for sending those out. Thank you for letting me use the Ring TV, brought to you by Ring. And thank you to my neighbor for letting me use their excellent Ring cameras. Great video quality, great audio quality. I rest assured knowing that I'm protected on Ring. Thank you for allowing me to engage with you for the next hour. And I look forward to the next special guest that we have coming up very soon. Oh, I forgot. I meant to throw it to openers. So sorry about that. That was my fault. If you didn't throw to openers, go ahead and let's play us out of this segment. This has been Openers. Okay, thanks for watching Openers. We get neighborhood Ring camera footage from all over the neighborhood. Not just this neighborhood exclusively, but also all over the world there are Ring cameras thanks to such a great company like Ring. And we have our first dispatch we're going to send in. This is a very brand new segment on Traveling Tuesdays. This is called Ring Around the Neighborhood. Let's take it to Ring Around the Neighborhood, our first dispatch. Okay. So maybe your first. We played the video, Ring Around the Neighborhood. Our first Ring Around the Neighborhood is going to be from John Tom, our intern, who, due to the quarantine, went back home. He thought it was best to go back to Chicago, Illinois, and do a dispatch from Ring. I understand he's going to be doing some of his comedy and magic tricks for neighbors to provide entertainment for them in this time when they would need it and when they look forward to it. So John Tom Knight, take it away. This is the first dispatch and Ring Around the Neighborhood.
Would you like to see a trick? I'd love to treat you to a trick while you're at home. I brought my performer's bag. But let me take off my coat. It's very rude for a performer to wear a coat, which is why I take mine off when I perform. As you know, every funny performer carries a bag with all their funny tricks in it. First up, I'd like to show you my sound cleansing balls. Hey, I can see you. Just kidding. You can see me, cannot see you. These are sound cleansing balls. I was gifted them recently. Look how big my hand is. Look at the size of these balls. Watch this. Next up, I won the carnival. I actually didn't anything. I lost, but they gave it to me just for playing. You remember fidget spinners? Lastly, I want to show you something. This is a little Debbie cake. They are my absolute favorite cupcake. In fact, I eat these every day. If someone were to offer me a Hostess cupcake, I'd say, get out of my face, because I'm only going to eat this. That's good eating. Well, that's all I have time for my performance bag. I gotta get going. Thank you for watching this on Ring TV, the old television show that you can see. It's only on Ring cameras. I gotta go to our houses for Ring TV performance. Thank you.
I'm going to go over here to go to the next segment because I like to change things up. I put my mobile ring down. We're going to go over to the mobile ring. Thanks for watching. If you're just now tuning in, this is Traveling Tuesday, very special edition live on Ring TV in Atlanta, Georgia. Tuesday, March 17th in isolation. All by myself out here, but I have very special guests. We're going to be being joined by us soon. So thank you so much for tuning in. Get a little bit closer. It's a great security footage from the Ring camera company. Ring, you can only trust them for your home footage. This next segment, I'm going to read to you from the Henry David Thoreau book. It's important to me to spend a little bit of time. Basically, I'm the teacher. Everyone who's watching are my students just for the hour. I've always wanted to be a teacher, and I thought about doing that maybe after I work in television someday when I get older. So I'm going to read Henry David Thoreau's Walden, an excerpt from it, all about solitude. We could all do to listen to it for just a little bit. I promise I won't take your ears for too long. And then we're going to go over to our very first special guest. So let me grab the book. I'm going to come right back here and read it. And I look forward to doing this with you. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Walden. Look at this great deal, $5.95. In Canada, that's an extra $1. Look at that beautiful lake. All right, gonna read Walden. Solitude. I'm only gonna read a small page. This is a delicious evening when the whole body is one sense and imbibes delight through every pore. Oh, before I read, let me throw this segment if you haven't already. This is, I made all these segments. This is Reading Ring Along. Okay, I think the intro played. If it didn't, we just sat a little bit of quiet time in solitude together. Solitude. This is a delicious evening when the whole body is one sense and imbibes delight throughout every pore. I go and come with a strange liberty in nature, a part of herself. As I walk along the stony shore of the pond in my shirt sleeves, though it is cool as well as cloudy and windy, and I see nothing special to attract me, all the elements are unusually congenial to me. The bullfrogs trump to usher in the night, and the note of the whippoorwill is borne on the rippling wind from over the water. It's interesting because you hear birds right now in this neighborhood. Atlanta's surrounded by birds. Sympathy with the fluttering alder and poplar leaves almost takes away my breath. Yet, like the lake, my serenity is rippled up but not ruffled. These small waves raised by the evening wind are as remote from storm as the smooth reflecting surface. Though it is now dark, the wind still blows and roars in the wood. The waves still dash, and some creatures lull the rest with their notes. The repose is never complete. The wildest animals do not repose, but seek their prey now. The fox and skunk and rabbit now roam the fields and woods without fear. They are nature's watchmen. Links which connect the days of animated life. When I return to my house, I find that visitors have been there and left their cards, either a bunch of flowers or a wreath of evergreen, or a name in pencil on a yellow walnut leaf or a chip. They who come rarely to the woods take some little piece of the forest into their hands to play with by the way, which they leave either intentionally or accidentally. One has peeled a willow wand woven into a ring and dropped it on my table. We're live on Ring TV, by the way. Make this a ring. I could always tell if visitors had called in my absence, either by the bended twigs of grass or the print of their shoes, and generally of what sex or age or quality they were by some slight trace left as a flower dropped or a bunch of grass plucked and thrown away, even as far off as the railroad, half a mile distant, or by the lingering odor of a cigar or pipe. Nay, I was frequently notified of the passage of a traveler along the highway 60 rods off by the scent of his pipe. There is commonly sufficient space about us. Our horizon is never quite at our elbows. The thick wood is not just at our door, nor the pond, but somewhat is always clearing, familiar and worn by us, appropriated and fenced in some way and reclaimed from nature. For what reason have I this vast range and circuit some square miles of unfrequented forest for my privacy abandoned to me by men? There's a lot more great passages. That was from Solitude, Walden. It's all about being alone in the woods without Ring TVs to see who's around. He had to look at the ground and see what people left behind, smelled their cigars and pipes. We have Ring TV, thankfully, to tell us who is behind, who's been to your house and who's been to the front porch. It's simple. You get a notification on your phone, you put it on an app on your phone or your desktop, you log in, you see who's been, and it's all great. But that's enough reading. We're gonna go to our first guest. Thank you so much for stopping and tolerating with me and stopping by. We're gonna go to our first guest. I'm gonna go get him inside the house. He's going to do a movie review for us. As you know, a lot of movie theaters, they're not doing films anymore. We're going to go ahead and see our first guest, Eddie Ray. Is Eddie Ray inside? Can we get Eddie to be our first guest? Yeah. Do you want to come out? Where do you want to do? Do you want to do it in between the bushes or over here by the ladder? Or do you want to do it inside? Okay. Yeah, let me set this inside. We're going inside the house. Where do you want to do it at? Huh?
Is there enough lighting?
Yeah, I think so. But we're gonna. I don't know if I want to hold it.
You need to hold it?
Yeah. How is it looking? Is it good? Is it fun?
Is this too close?
Yeah. No, it's okay.
Listen, Corona's happening, but you gotta have some fun sometimes. So I watched Shout Factory's new release.
It sounds good. It looks really clear.
So basically, we've got this girl named.
Are they playing videos? Are they playing like the animated?
House kind of thing, and basically they go there in the hopes of having like a fun weekend, but really it's like a crazy weekend. People look like they're getting murdered, all this kind of shit. Basically, it's what I want to do. Like, this sounds like a great time. And ever since I've seen this movie, now I'm like, why can't a friend, like a rich friend, invite me to come to their getaway and, you know, have some scares, you know, for sure. And if I had a friend named Muffy, that would be great. Basically, this movie is super fun. You can get it on Shout Factory. The guy that composed the score's really good. The score is done by Charles Bernstein, I think that's how you say his name, and he did Nightmare on Elm Street, and Deadly Friend. And I don't know that's much other stuff. But the guy who did It Follows, who's not the same guy that scored It Follows, it sounds a lot like his stuff because he likes Nightmare on Elm Street, so whatever. But you should definitely go check this movie out. It's got a lot of scares in it. It's got a great ending. If you love April Fool's Day and pranking people and having like jokes on people, then this is the movie for you. We loved it. I watched it again and again. And not only that, but it's the first time that it's been available on Blu-ray, so the transfer is really good. It looks great. It's bright. It's clear. It's loud. So, and you can't rent it. I don't think it's like a digital thing. I think you've got to get like Shout Factory. Sorry. Is that it? Are you coming in?
No, you can keep going. You want me to?
No, but we're hoping that on April Fool's Day, the real April Fool's Day is coming up, April 1st, that we're hoping that maybe all this Corona stuff is like a big April Fool's Day joke, and they're going to be like April Fools, and there's bread on the shelves again the same day, and milk and shit. And listen, I went to Kroger, and I'm here to tell you there wasn't one piece of bread on that shelf, like one piece of like tiny raisin shit bread. There was not one piece of bread. It was gone. And do I think people are panicking? Honestly, I don't think they're panicking enough. If they were panicking enough 3 weeks ago, our ass might not be here right now. Y'all should have woke up about a month ago. Just saying. But I feel like, you definitely have to get your shit together. You don't have to stockpile toilet paper. But here's another thing about toilet paper. Did you talk about toilet paper?
No.
Listen, here's the thing. Everybody's like, oh, these people are crazy buying toilet paper. But here's the thing. People need to wipe their ass. So toilet paper is a big deal. The fact that toilet paper didn't sell out when it snows or like other kind of shit, that's mind-boggling to me. So finally, toilet paper's selling out because that's what people need. You're eating all day and you ain't got shit to do. You're going to be wiping your ass all day. What you going to wipe your ass on? These clothings? No. You need to get toilet paper. And I didn't go hoarding. I bought like a 6-pack of those mega rolls or whatever. But I don't want to. Here's the thing. I'll put back some chips to get toilet paper. I'll put back some food because I want a soft wipe. I don't want my ass to be crunchy or like raw or some shit. Like that's not good. So when people start complaining about the toilet paper issue, the toilet paper issue should have been an issue 20 years ago. After 9/11, there should have been toilet paper hoarding. Fact. Because my ass was buying toilet paper 9/12. 9/12, I was at Kroger trying to get that toilet paper.
Eddie, why do you think? Let's just practice safe social distance. I'll talk here. I got the Ring doorbell camera out here. You can keep that one on you. I think we could cut between.
This is social distancing.
Yeah.
This is the new sex. If you're trying to have sex, this is how you're going to do it. Shoot it across the room.
I am worried about dating, online dating. I was actually thinking maybe I'll start getting a dating profile right around. Honestly, I did think this like 2 weeks ago. Like I finally feel kind of like I've gotten comfortable with myself. What do you think? Cancel it?
Here's the thing, dating's over. Like you're not dating anymore. Here's what you're doing. You're video chatting each other in the nude, yang-a-danging, but you're definitely not dating anyone. So you might as well used to be naked on a video cam with some friend of yours that you've met online because you're not going out to the Outback Steakhouse. That's a fact.
Damn.
Like, sorry. And where do you go on dates? Let's go to the movie theater, Susie. Let's go to eat, Susie. No, Susie, we ain't going nowhere.
Well, you get creative. You read Walden together.
You can read Walden. Here's the thing. If you hit me up on the video chat reading Walden, I'm clicking off. Because I'd rather watch Little Women in Atlanta, Little Women in L.A., Little Women in New York.
You can't watch
any
it for
Little
streaming.
Women show.
We're not streaming those.
But yeah, here's the real shit. Here's the real shit, what y'all aren't thinking about. If the internet somehow shut off in a day, you want... Right now, it's like, okay, you can still get your snacks, your Pringles and shit, but I'm telling you, when the internet shuts off and you can't watch your TV shows and your shitty-ass movies and all that stuff, that's when people are going to riot and tear your head off and crap down it. And then when they get done crapping down it, they'll have toilet paper to wipe. So true.
I guess is it time I should do a physical fitness break? We're about halfway through.
You can't work out. They said you can't work out.
Really? I mean, I was going to do jumping jacks in the front yard.
You can't do anything. You're supposed to stay indoors and lock your doors. And here's the thing, physical media is back, baby. You got Blu-rays, pop them in. Because, you know, when shit shuts off, here's the thing, when you can't afford the internet, that's another thing. Because you're asking getting paid, we can't afford the internet, we're going to be putting in those Blu-rays again. And honey, I got a lot of Blu-rays, so let it go, you know, but you need, honestly though, be safe, don't forget to wipe, and that's the thing, don't feel bad about wiping. I don't. Like, get the toilet paper, that's what it's there for. That's the one luxury item that we have left is toilet paper. And if you take that away from us, then what are we? We're animals living in a cesspool, period. And people are like, I'll take a shower. What are you going to do, squirt the hose up your ass? I don't know. That's a lot. You got to get some wipes. And I've been like holding on to Purell for the last 3 months because I knew this was coming. So I've had Purell in my car. I've had it in my apartment. I've had it in this house. It's like, you got to have that Purell. And people were laughing at me. They were like, why are you buying that Purell? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, cut to now. And people were talking shit about it to me in text and stuff. Adam Hatch. And I screen capped Adam Hatch's stuff talking about, oh, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine in a week. And I'm going to send it to him each week when it's not fine. Sorry, Hatch, if you're watching. But you know me, and I keep the receipts. My mother taught me one thing, and it's you got to keep those receipts because, bitch, you need a refund one day. And I'll tell you what, hang on to those receipts. But I guess if the internet shuts off, then I guess none of that matters. All your friends' photos, all that shit's gone. You don't know what your wife looks like, sorry, because you've never taken a physical print of her, you know? It's the apocalypse for sure. But I'm okay with it. I feel like I'm going to get it. I went from a movie review to, I think I'm going to get Corona.
I just did 75 jumping bit jacks.
Listen, I don't want Corona, but I definitely think I'm going to get it. It's just like, I've accepted it. I've made peace with it. I'm probably going to get it, and I'm probably going to wind up spreading it to people, and they're going to die. And here's the thing. You just got to make peace with that. You didn't kill them with a knife. You just bumped into them, and they got it, and they fell over. You know? Maybe the boomers need to get cleaned out. Maybe the Earth's like, hey, we got to delete some people because there's no room. So get rid of the old cast and get a new cast in, that kind of routine, you know?
Should we go to our next ring around the neighborhood dispatch?
Yeah, let's go to the next ring around the neighborhood. You know, I would say keep your chin up, but this is not even day one. This is negative day 10. And wait till it hits 10 days into this and you're shitting your pants and you don't have toilet paper. But yeah, we should cut to somebody else.
Thanks to Eddie Ray for the prophecy. And also, thank you to Ring TV for allowing us to be here. It's great.
Honestly, this Ring shit, get it. It's working. Ring, it'll protect you. That's my ad.
Lord of the
Ring,
Ring.
it'll save your life.
Right.
Ring, it'll protect your toilet paper in these turbulent, dark times.
That's right. All right. Without further ado, this is Ring Around the Neighborhood, our second dispatch from John Tom Knight in Chicago. Take it away, John Tom. You want to take this one too in your hand so they can cut to it like you're talking to it? I'll let you know. Oh, we're back. Oh wait, I'll throw it next guest. We're back at the front porch. Thanks to Ring TV for bringing us thanks to John Tom Knight in Chicago, Illinois, just to show you that Ring is connected all around the world. It's no coincidence that Ring, the shape, is the shape of the world. But unlike the Earth, the Ring is flat. Our next guest, well, it's just on your door. You have to have a flat surface to put it up. Our next guest, I'm still tired from doing those 75 jumping jacks. Physical fitness, you have to keep it. It's very important to stay fit. Our next guest is, you know him, you love him, you've probably seen him talking. He's going to be doing a song first, a cappella. Do you want to play it off your phone? Do you want to try it? Okay. Michael Myers, take it away.
I've got 27 albums that you could go on Bandcamp. You can listen to all 27 albums. We're gonna be on lockdown for a long fuck time, so you should just listen to all 27 of my albums, and then hopefully, if I don't get completely quarantined, I'll be able to record my 28th album. And buy more VHS tapes, rent from Videodrome. Don't steal toilet paper. The same people who are bum rushing the toilet paper aisles are the same people who drive 55 in a left lane. Fuck y'all. Don't do that. But here's my a cappella poetic version of Lounge Lizard. Addicted to pleasure. No rapper is better. People who measure their clips from how many likes are on their pictures. I don't feel like doing this. I feel like rapping in German. Verstock. Esse ich Apfelstrudel. Alle die Träume gemocht auf Domstekugel. Mein Kopf ist müde. Ich brauche Kaffee mit meiner Buche. Keiner Zucker, bitte. Probleme doch dem Scheiße. Der Juden der Rap sitzt der Bürgermeister. Auf nach Deutschland. Ich mag vegetarische Frank. Tu sich her, so der Bank. I don't really feel like rapping. I feel like talking. I'm fucking pissed. I'm pissed that you bum rush the fucking aisles. I'm upset about the bum rushing the aisles, man.
Yeah. Would you just do the song?
Do I want a song?
You just did. I heard some of it.
I don't feel like doing all of it.
That's all right.
I feel like just going on a rant.
You don't have to.
I feel like going on a rant.
Yeah, go ahead, rant.
Like, why? Why do I have to go to work tomorrow? That's the most fucked up part. Why do I have to go to work tomorrow?
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people do.
I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I'm gonna use my awesome PTO and not go to work tomorrow. So if my job's watching right now, I will not be going to work tomorrow. Okay, I won't. I would like to do the rapping, but I just feel so nervous with this Ring camera. I feel like.
Would you rather set it down? I can hold it.
Ooh, I could set it down?
Yeah.
Like that?
I don't know if that's a great angle. Let me help.
That's not a good angle.
Do you want to do it outside? Or
Let me do it outside.
Would you want to perform outside?
Yeah, let me do it outside. I'm going to do jumping jacks.
Okay. All right. How about you do it over here on this side by the cars? I'm going to set it right here. Get far enough away.
Yeah.
If you're just not tuning in, this is Ring TV. This is Late Night Ring.
Okay.
There's Michael doing jumping jacks, physical fitness.
So pleasure, no rock, it's better. People who measure the coolest from how many likes and the pictures that I'm getting thick of. But I'm holy moly, good ain't it? What's up if your soul is left over to the dinner beginners? If that, well, it's shit on a welcome mat. Copycats and resurrect, stuck in the attic. I've had it, manic, messed up my muscles, tough, my hands, so low. I'm the totem pole, so my cocky, eat my asshole. Got bigger goals and trying to stay relevant. Not impressive, 2011, gonna stay in my element. You piece of shit, need a whole lot more than a peppermint. Rather be getting high and working on self betterment. Rather fucking die than for hell benefits. Swallow a lot of practice, shut the rest so quick. I sound like a bitch. Explain this, why the hell I'm not famous. I'm bigger than this. Cross King coming crazy, speaking with two fists. That any dumbest that doesn't think that I'm rapping is the shit. Yeah! Push-ups. That's how we'll kill the coronavirus. We'll do more push-ups and more sit-ups, and we'll get rid of, we're just gonna all work out, we're all gonna become gym buffs without having to go to the gym. Don't go to the gym. Don't go to the gym. Just fuck the gym. We don't need to go to the gym. You don't need to go to fucking the gym, okay? You don't need to bum rush the toilet paper. And if you just take a shit, you just go in the shower or get a bidet. Everyone needs to get bidets. Maybe after this, we'll get the bidets. I got nothing else. I just hope everyone does well. I want everyone to live, you know? I'm usually a pessimistic person, and I'm usually like, fuck everybody. Not this time. I'm like, go everybody. We got this. Right. We got this. That's it. That's all I got. Fuck you guys. And download all my music on michaelmyers.bandcamp.com. At Mr. Myers with a Z. Show some love. I love y'all.
Thank you, Michael. Now is a great time to be downloading music, streaming music, because you're at home by yourself. You want to listen to some music. 20 about to release his 28th album, so that would probably get you through the entire quarantine if you listen to all of his music and watch the Halloween films. Who also has a famous Michael Myers. Our next segment is going to be a new segment. I'm moving through the rundown, Mason, so just a heads up, it's going to be ringing you together. I'm going to load up the chat room real quick and see what people are saying. We're going to take a pause for a minute and see what everyone's saying online, trying to keep everyone together. This is ringing you together. So, what's the chat saying in there? Are they enjoying the show? Is the chat room in there? Are they enjoying the show?
They're blowing.
There's
they're blowing
Jackson.
up in here.
Yeah. What are they saying in the chat room, Jackson? I don't have internet on my laptop. That's okay. My hotspot went away. That's okay though. As long as you can hear me, okay.
Why is he so angry?
Michael Myers. Well, it is time. You're allowed to be angry right now. I think people are upset, and you're allowed to feel that. But we're hoping to bring all sorts of emotion today: comedy, laughter, anger, frustration, confusion, and patience. And well, that's not a feeling, but all sorts of emotions. We're here with you for the next.
Hey, new reviews coming in. We're loving it, Zach. Great episode. It's working surprisingly well.
Yeah. Great.
Pretty genius episode, yeah.
Oh, great. Thank you so much.
It's blowing up in here, somebody said.
Wow. That's bringing you together. We're all together. Don't ever
It's
forget
working
that.
right now.
That's
And asterisks, you know, like on,
Yeah.
on chat boards where you say like hug or kiss, they just said twerking. So
oh, great. Thank you.
well, 6 feet away twerk. I don't want to spread any. Don't want to, you know.
It's
your
okay.
coffee.
Social distance. It's good.
Yeah,
that's-
social twerking.
That's the beauty of being online, connected, and interactive in the chat room. Is we're all together.
Right. This is the kind of social behavior we need to be doing now. If you have a hobby, this is the time to embrace it. Stay at home. Get on. Here's a chat room. If you need to air out your social needs, here's a free chat room. Come on here. Get on Instagram. And hey, here's the thing. Positivity is key. I know a lot of people like to get on chat areas and argue with each other. Use this time to spark some positive notes. Give some people some compliments. Maybe make some new connections on Instagram. Tell somebody they have a nice shirt. Maybe they'll follow you back.
Thank you, Jackson.
Zach, I like your shirt today.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I brought it out just for this.
You tell people that in the office usually. Now you can tell people on.
Thank you so much, Jackson. That's Jackson. He just showed up. I'm glad to have him here on the show. Now let's get to our last dispatch from John Tom. This is Ring Around the Neighborhood. Take it away, John Tom Knight, last dispatch in Chicago. We're going to see if any of his tricks are working, any of his treats for his neighbors. And then we're going to come back to one of our last guests who's going to calm down the show and have a great time. So thank you. This is Ring Around the Neighborhood with John Tom Knight.
Hi. Hello. Thank you for watching Ring TV. Hey, now that it's just you and me, there's something I'd like to tell you. But first, I kind of want to get a good look at you. Wow. I didn't know we had such good-looking quarantine audience members. This must be the best-looking at-home quarantined audience that has ever been alive. Thank you so much. Now, there's something very important I have to tell you. I am all alone in my house, and that is why it is so messy right now. The only reason things are like this is because now that I don't have any guests coming over, which normally I do at least 3 times a week, sometimes more, but now that I have no guests because no one can come over, no one's allowed to be here, This room is messy, and I'm going to make it messier every single day until the quarantine is over. I commit. Trash on the ground. All the clothes, I'm throwing them on the ground, but I'm washing them, so it's clean, but it's messy. Don't get me wrong, I'm not dirty, I'm just messy, and that is my commitment this year. So I wanted to tell you that. That's why I'm filming this on my Ring camera, and so no one can come in here, and I get an alert on my phone if you do. But I'm gonna go and I'm gonna make the rest of my house a little messier. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much to John Tom Knight for sending those dispatches in, all 3 of them from Chicago, Illinois. We couldn't have done it without him. And most importantly, thank you to Ring TV for broadcasting live. If you're just now tuning in, we've been live the entire hour on Ring cameras at our neighbor's house, just down the street, keeping enough social distance and isolation. It's the best way. I wouldn't want to spend it any other way. And to finish up the show, we're going to go to our last guest. Jocelyn is going to read some of a monologue for you, and it's going to be a nice treat for your ears. Take it away, Jocelyn.
Hi guys, I'm Jocelyn. I'm so excited to be here with you in your living rooms. I just wanted to give a big shout out to all the women out there. I feel like Corona has really taken the shine away from Women's Month, and we got something, taken away from us like we usually do. But I want to put the spotlight back on us. I'm going to do a monologue from one of the greatest things I've ever seen. It's written by Sam Wilson, who really just dives into the narrative and the plight of a teenage girl. Who best to explore that than a middle-aged man? So here we go. This is Tall Girl Monologue by Sam Wilson. Can I have everyone's attention, please? Hi, I'm Jody. You may know me as Amazon or Godzilla or Jody or the Green Giant or any of those other insults that you called me in the past years. I get it. I'm tall. I'm really, really tall. And it's the thing that's haunted me my entire life. It's defined me. But I think it's time that I come up with a new definition. I'm so much more than just a tall girl. I'm a best friend, a sister. Sometimes not a good one, but, I'm sorry about that.
I'm smart. I'm fun. I've made mistakes. I kissed a guy I knew who had a girlfriend. I'm sorry for that.
I also play piano, really well. And I'm really, really, really good at it. Being tall is actually what makes me me. And I like me. And you should like you. We're all good enough. And once we all realize this, no one can take that away from us. Insane. Well, I just wanted to say, Happy Women's Month to all the women out there. It's really hard for me to, not be outside and not be judged and perceived by men. It's really what gives me validation in life. But, I have been finding a new normal inside and just, being able to be a human being. And I want that for you as well. Thank you, Zach, for letting me be a part of this. And happy Women's Month.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm gonna grab those cameras real quick. Keep clapping and applauding for Jocelyn. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart for reading. I'll leave the door open actually. For reading an excerpt. I wish I could hear more. I wish the whole show was that. Maybe I shouldn't have read Walden for so much. But we got 5 minutes left of the show. only a few % battery left in the Ring cameras. It's got to end, I'm sorry, at 7 p.m. Eastern time. But we're so happy that you stopped by and tuned in. Michael, do you want to do another song? It's up to you.
I just want to tell everyone that I'm not on cocaine. I'm not coked out, and I'm sorry that I was so angry. It's just, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Like, you guys get to work from home.
Right.
And there's all these poor people who are having to work, and not just me, like actual people who like have to be around way more of the public. We need to stay home. We need to buy more VHS tapes because Corona's going to kill the internet. And then what are you going to do? We're going to have to live stream everything and put it on VHS tapes and then give them to the public.
Right.
I want more VHS. I want more love. I just get angry when I see people bum rushing for toilet paper. That's really, I feel like, the thesis of this is like, don't bum rush for toilet paper.
I understand. You can be upset.
But I love your shirt.
Thank you. I have compliments on the shirt. Thank you so much, Michael. I like your shirt. Video Vortex. Yeah.
Video Vortex.
Speaking of
Shout out to
videos.
Lunch Meat.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody.
Yeah. That's it. Most important. And that's what I wanted to do is we're all in this together. I'm going to try and have as much fun as we can while we're in this quarantine of social distancing. It's a very scary time.
And maybe if my roommates are cool, they'll let you come over next Tuesday.
And we can hang out. Okay. And we'll do it. Do you have Ring on your...
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
I
maybe
guess
we could bring the Ring. These are
bring
portable.
the
That's the great thing about Ring. Bring your own ring.
That should be a shirt.
That's right. Will you marry me?
I will absolutely.
Engage with me?
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
yeah.
So hold on to that, but just remember, that's probably actually not safe practice because I touched it and gave it to you and you should sanitize it. Maybe just go set it down and wash your hands.
Okay.
Thank you, Michael. You can set it in there and you want to set it by the sink and just wash your hands, show people at home, set it up. Thank you so much to everyone who is there in the chat room. Seriously, I'm very grateful that I get to work in a creative field and get to do this. And thank you so much to everyone back at the studio at Stephanie Lennox's house, Mason and Stephanie, for bringing this show together. They did a fantastic job. We had it loaded up on the iPad. Thank you so much to Jocelyn for helping coordinate behind the scenes and also reading some of the fantastic monologue there of a teenage girl. Thank you to Michael Myers. You just saw, he's a real fun, gentle, nice human, and go listen to some of his music. Thank you to Jackson and Eddie Ray, most importantly, for letting us be here today and use their Ring cameras. I'm just kidding. It wasn't a neighbor's house. This is Eddie's house. But you didn't see the address, I hope, so don't come over unsolicited. Michael's washing his hands. Feel free to cut to that, I guess. And we only have a little bit of time left. Oh, yeah, we have 4 minutes left. So wash your hands. That's very important. And then I'm going to take you to the backyard, and we're going to enjoy the backyard a little bit. That's Michael in the backyard. Maybe we'll finish up with a little bit more Walton. Okay, I think Michael's done with the camera. I'm gonna set this down here. Thank you seriously to everyone for watching, for being there. We all have each other, just that's most importantly. And we have books and records and movies and streaming. We'll be here with you. I hope to be here every Tuesday. I'll come be here live on Tuesdays and on Thursdays on Swap Shop with my best friend, Matt Hutchinson. We'll be doing a lot of journeys and adventures. I think it's going to be a real great creative outlet and a great time to try something new and different, just like we did today. And I'm going to go enjoy the rest of Walden, try and read it before the sun sets. Thank you so much for tuning in to Ring TV. And most importantly, Ring, the great company Ring, brought to you by Ring. We couldn't have done it without Ring. I love you, Ring. I wish I could propose to Ring. We're going to go read a little bit. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. We never have tomorrow promised to us, but most importantly, we have each other. And whether you're an introvert or extrovert, you can spend a little bit of time being alone and getting to know yourself the best, because that's who needs this most is self-care. So don't ever hesitate. Email me, owenwilsonfan1@gmail.com. Don't ever hesitate to ask questions in the chat. I'll do my best to answer them. Any email questions. And also I'm going to be doing a lot of paintings. I'll paint anything you want. we could read together. Thank you so much. Now a little bit of Walden. When I wrote the following pages, or rather, I lived alone in the woods, a mile from any neighbor, in a house which I had built myself on the shore of Walden Pond in Concord, Massachusetts, and earned my living by the labor of my hands only. I lived there 2 years and 2 months. At present, I am a sojourner in civilized life again. I should not obtrude my affairs so much on the notice of my readers, if very particular inquiries had not been made by my townsmen concerning my mode of life, which some would call impertinent, though they do not appear to me at all impertinent, but considering the circumstances, very natural and pertinent. Thank you for watching. That's the end of the show. We'll be back next week.